But what about some festivities? Because Christmas seems to have come a little earlier every year. We haven't even had bonfire night yet, and already the Christmas adverts are beginning. And John Lewis has just launched its festive offering. This year's ad features a teenager and his dad bonding over a vinyl gift and flashbacks of their past, when Dad was a 90s raver and the teenager was a baby. Alison Limerick's club classic, Where Love Lies, provides the soundtrack, together with a new version by singer-songwriter Labyrinth. This is a bit of a taste. Very atmospheric, right? But what really makes the perfect Christmas advert? Oh, I like that. That's a nice vocal, isn't it? Oh, that's lovely. The big retailers are all trying to get our attention, aren't they? They want to grab our hearts. They want ads that are going to make us cry, maybe make us laugh, occasionally cringe, but it's all about that little bit of festive joy, isn't it? But what does make them absolutely perfect? And how much time and money, I don't doubt an awful lot, goes into making them. Let's find out more now. We can speak to Katie Skingle from Cat Marketing, who knows exactly what it takes to craft a Christmas classic. Good afternoon, Katie. I'm going to get there in the end. Katie, third time's a charm.
It's great to speak to you. No worries at all.
Thank you so much. Oh dear me, I was so distracted. I absolutely love. In fact, we were talking earlier on the show about reincarnations of classic tunes, and I do love hearing a new version of something that you're familiar with. So hearing a stripped back version of like a dance classic with some very brooding vocals over the top is lovely.
Oh, absolutely, and me too. And who doesn't, when they listen to this song, particularly as a millennial, immediately get into the nostalgic groove. I mean, I start dancing the moment I hear it, and then that wonderful moment in the advert where the father and the son are actually connecting, and you have those haunting sounds from Labyrinth. I think they've done a cracking job of it, but they very often get the music right at John Lewis, don't they? And I think this year definitely a winner.
But how early are these things actually being made? Because I mean, we're at the start of November, so to even be talking about this now it seems really far ahead of Christmas, but it's such a big deal, isn't it?
We'll be looking at scripts for next year 2 weeks after today's launch, so It's a full year's campaign. You're kind of looking at the scripts and the storyboard being decided upon quite early on, even though they will, before they film, which very often tends to be, kind of August time. We often joke maybe the hottest day of the year, and you're ending up filming a Christmas advert. But it will be a vibe check will have taken place to make sure it's still the right thing to be doing, that nothing else has happened throughout the year where it might not sit right, etc. But the decisions are made really early on, and then filming, as I said, tends to take place in case there's any post-production required in August before launch.
And then obviously there's a kind of debate around timing. Do brands want to be kind of the first ones to launch theirs out into the world, to kind of launch Christmas, I guess? Or is it a case of waiting so that you can be remembered a little further down the line?
Well, and it's always really difficult, this one, and they do tend to change their minds a little bit. But John Lewis, to give you an example, when you say it feels earlier this year, it's a full week earlier than it was last year. And last year was a full week earlier than the year before. So you are right. Are we going to start looking at, talking about Christmas adverts in the June or something before it's actually been filmed? I mean, Debenhams this year was the first person to launch their Christmas ad at the end of October, and they did play on the message of, is it too early? Can it ever be too early? But I do think the answer is yes, it is too early. I like to see Halloween take place. I do tend to like to see fireworks night take place as well as the natural order of things. and then see the launch of Christmas any day from the 6th of November onwards. John Lewis have snuck it in 2 days earlier this year. I'm just about prepared to forgive them for it.
Well, yeah, because quite a few displays have taken place over this last weekend, haven't they? So it's almost like,
exactly.
Okay, you're kind of forgiven. And whilst we're talking about John Lewis, I mean, they've built their reputation around that emotional storytelling and wanting to really get people in the feels. Is that a perfect thing from them, trying to get you to cry? What's the secret of kind of making that emotional connection?
Well, and this is it, it's all in the story. It's all about the storytelling. And I do want that from my John Lewis advert. I want that from my Christmas adverts in general. I want to be able to feel an emotional arc. I want to be able to feel that there's a level of warmth or joy or something that's made me smile. And then I do want to feel like maybe I might have cried. And then I want to come back round on the other side of it and feel content and happy. That's what I want from my Christmas advert. I want to feel something. And I do think that John Lewis have developed this reputation where, we feel that Christmas has launched when we see their advert because of that. They've understood that really it's about telling great stories.
Lovely. Thank you so much for your time. That is Katie Skingle from Cat Marketing talking what makes a perfect Christmas advert. So have you got any perfect adverts that you love over the festive period? I mean, you can't deny the fizzy drink big lorry that's with the little song in the background. I mean, we're talking about Coca-Cola, aren't we? That is a classic ad that seems to have withheld its status over the years, and it's still one that makes you think, oh, it's definitely Christmas when you see that. I can hear it in my head now already. So if you've got any kind of Christmas ads that really make you feel festive, or any that you look forward to on a yearly basis, I'd love to hear from you. You can call us on 0808 100 96 96, whether you're a fan of the kind of heart-tugging stories or just in it for the soundtrack. The festive season appears to have officially begun.